Hey guys, we're back.
Yes,
We just got through discussing the HIV and AIDS. I'm with Thunder Kellie.
Hello, how y'all doing?
And I'm Walter Hampton, and we're going to be discussing the black gay community in 2013. I think the black gay community has a myriad of issues and problems, from AIDS to envy to hate to jealousy, self-hate. I see some negatives and I see some positives that are taking place in the black community. Pride. Where's the pride in the black gay community today?
It's at the Pride events. So anyway, that's what the Pride is.
Do you think people are comfortable being black and gay today in 2013? Can they come out and be happy?
I think it depends on a person's community, family, and surroundings whether they're comfortable in coming out.
Just your family and friends know you're gay.
Yes, the world know. If you don't know that I'm gay, then something's wrong with you.
Your job, your
I
employer.
ain't going. Yes.
You work with kids.
Yes, I work with children also. I am a school teacher. I don't really tell too many people that, but I will let the world know. I do teach special education.
Have you ever had a problem being a black gay man because of your sexuality at your job, school? Have you ever in your entire life had a problem because you're a black gay man?
Not as far as like a job telling me I couldn't be me, but have I had issues with family or so-called friends? Yeah, or even with the gay community.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so yes, I have had issues, but with my job, I'm just so comfortable, and I've been there over 10 years to the point where they
know you.
Yeah,
and they have a problem.
I'm gay, and I ain't never gonna turn.
How do you feel about feminine men?
I think that they are misrepresented. Let me not say misrepresented. I think that we demean them a lot. We think that feminine, very gay men, some people say, feminine men, we think that they're the less than and the masculine men are the best men.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. So I have no issue with them.
So you have a lot of feminine friends on your Facebook page. I've seen them.
Yes. Have cunt friends also who wear makeup.
Drag queens and
yes, I do. Transsexuals.
What's your take on black gay men in 2013?
I think that we have, we've come a long way.
Oh, I agree.
Yes,
I agree with you.
But we still have a long way to go. We have self-hatred. We also have the black community at large who still don't accept gay people. And then we also have the black church that speaks against gay people.
The black church is a serious problem.
I think so.
Do you think straight people really don't like gay people?
I think they don't know or don't understand what being gay is because we won't even accept what being gay is. Okay.
Are you proud and gay? Are you black, gay, and proud?
Yes. Black, gay, proud, and HIV positive.
There you go. Okay.
Thank you.
Within the black community, there are problems.
Yes, it is.
Self-hate.
Yes, it is.
Have you ever had gay guys, black gay guys, demean you in any way or say negative things about you?
Because I am HIV positive, the gay community, there are some parts of the gay community that calls me sick or other words.
Dead man walking.
Dead man walking. Really, I hadn't heard of that one. I heard she got the package. the package. But yeah, I think those things just deter people from getting tested and really coming out and being honest about their HIV status. So, yes, the African American, and I can only speak of the gay male community, we have a whole lot of healing to do.
We do. How can these guys heal? How can they get comfortable? Because I'm a black gay man, but I've been comfortable with my sexuality pretty much all my life.
Yes.
I'm happy. I'm proud of who I am. I've never had that self-hatred that I see throughout our community. What can these guys do to get to a point where they feel comfortable with who they are, accept and love and be proud of who they are?
I think it's a process, Walter. I think that it's a process that we all go through. I didn't wake up loving being gay. I had to accept it first. I had to understand what it was.
Okay.
Because from my thought process, being gay was Peaches down the street.
Gotcha.
Who was twisting and with a pocketbook.
Okay.
And that wasn't me.
Yeah.
So I like sports. I like football. So I understood what quote unquote the straight men would do, but I thought that the gay men were supposed to act a particular way. So once I educated and I knew what gay meant, it was just I loved men. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's what we have to start at. What is gay and what does gay mean to you?
We have a problem in our community with down low black gay men. They're in the closet.
We're about to start something, right?
They're in the closet. Some of these guys got wives. Some of these guys have girlfriends.
They sure do.
What do you think about that?
And I think that we as a community, and I'm talking about black community, we as a black community, we make some of those men want to be down low.
Hide who they are.
Yeah, because we won't accept it.
Do you think that's fair to these women?
It's not fair to anyone. It's not fair to the women, the gay community, because when the DL brother who won't accept who he is marries a woman and then leaves her for a man, it just gives gay people a bad name.
It does.
It doesn't give him a bad name. It gives gay people, because now the family of her are going to be like, oh, gay people. Look at the gay people, these fags, these such and such, these gays, these sisters, whatever.
The move he made was low down.
Yeah, it was low down, but that's not every one of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you have to realize that being gay is like next to sickening in the African American community.
I guess I've never experienced the negativity a lot of people have experienced in the gay community. I was blessed that my family, my friends, my father, my mother, everybody accepted me, especially my father when I was in the 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it was not as complicated for me, but I do have friends that family members don't even talk to them today.
Yeah.
And don't associate with them because of their sexuality.
Yeah, and it's sometimes blind yet in our face. The church, we talk about the black church. You can be the most feminine guy, directing the choir and singing and making people shout. And if Jerry Falwell was to walk into the church and say, "Get that fag down," they would kick Jerry Falwell out. However, if that same black gay man was to come in church with his lover and say, "This is who I love," then the black church will kick him out.
Gotcha.
So we still blindly will pimp those gay people for what they have.
There are many churches in 2013 that advocate. They're gay churches, gay pastors, Vision Church. I love Vision Church. There's a couple other churches, Tabernacle.
Isn't it a Victory or something like that?
I love Victory Church.
I've never been there. I'm supposed to experience that tomorrow.
Victory's nice. You'll love it.
Okay.
Should gay men seek out these churches?
That's if they want to be a part of organized religion.
Yeah.
Everyone doesn't have to be a part of organized religion, and God is not a part of all organized religion. Mm. I just think that God is not a part of organized religion.
But for people who want to attend a church, should they seek out a gay church versus a regular church that's or gay affirming church, as they call them?
I think they should, because I mean, if I would rather be in a church that's telling me or encouraging me than to be in a church that's demeaning me and using scripture or the Bible to demean,
to condemn you. Mm-hmm. Church is a tough one. Do you attend church regularly?
I do not. I do not attend church. I don't practice any organized religion, and I choose not to.
We did a video about HIV, but I want to ask a question about HIV in the church. Because you did, I remember you saying something about you felt that the church has not been responsible enough in advocating for HIV patients, or I hate to use the word patients, HIV people HIV positive. Do you think the church has? Do you think the church is responsible for a lot of the stigma against HIV positive?
Yes, they can change it. The black church was the church that started education.
Okay.
Had it not been for the black church, a lot of these...
You wouldn't know how to read and write.
That's right. So therefore, it's the church's responsibility, just my opinion, to go back into the communities and help the communities.
I like what you're saying, because it's an intelligent and smart decision. These churches should be a part of educating the entire black community. But
the taboo behind it is, if I educate you about HIV, then I have to educate you about sex. And we don't want to talk about sex or sexuality in church.
Gotcha.
We want to make you think that you're supposed to hold off until you're married and no sexual urges will be okay because you just pray it away. And that doesn't happen. I'm sorry.
How do you feel about gay marriage today?
I think that it's a civil rights issue, if that's what the question you're asking me.
Would you get gay married? Would you participate in a gay marriage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Marriage is marriage.
Marriage is marriage. So you like the idea of, you don't see anything wrong with two men getting married?
No, I don't. It has nothing to do with me. My home is my home, and their home is their home.
Gotcha.
And they're taxpayers just like everyone else. And for me, I think it's more about taxpayers. You know, these people pay taxes, and if a straight couple can get married and get tax deductible, then why can't a gay couple?
Gotcha.
So
let's talk about I remember one day you made a post about somebody had made a comment about you being HIV positive, and you thought maybe the person may have had a sexual interest in you or was attracted to you or something like that, but because you turned them down, they made a comment about your HIV status.
Yes.
HIV, the black gay community, is a huge problem within our community. How do you go about getting these guys to be vocal? Is it our place to get people to be vocal about their HIV status?
Is it our place? I think it depends on the person's comfort level in their community, because my mother didn't want me to tell everyone I was HIV positive because she was scared of what people would say about us.
Gotcha.
You know, don't tell our business. And the African American community is really set up for that.
But since you've come out of the closet with your HIV status, it's like coming out of a second closet.
Yes.
You got two closets. One closet about you being a black gay man, and the second closet because you're HIV status.
Right.
Did you have any negative repercussions about this, about what took your HIV status?
When I started to tell people?
Yeah.
The first group of people that I told was my family. That was when I first found out. But the first public group that I told was my church. I was the worship leader. I was doing 4 services, and there was a large church in Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
And what happened, someone in the congregation had passed away from HIV, what we thought was HIV and AIDS.
Okay.
And this guy was married to one.
Oh.
And so he was living what we thought on the down low.
Okay.
And so when he began to get sick, and we saw some of the signs that most people who end up being below 200, we see the signs. And so my pastor came to me and asked, what should we do? And I explained to my pastor, well, if the guy does die, then he won't be the last person, because I'm positive. And so my pastor was kind of like taken aback. He sent me to California, Rick Warren. He has this great HIV ministry. Okay. I know Rick Warren don't like gay people, and that's fine.
He has an HIV.
He has an HIV ministry. Yes, he does. It's huge. It's amazing.
What's it for?
It helps people who are HIV positive.
Was it a positive? Did you enjoy the program out there?
At the time, he wasn't President Obama. He was Senator Obama, and he was there, and he actually got tested on stage.
Really?
Those aspects of it, that's what I remember.
Okay.
I remember, how can I educate my people? The congregation at Rick Warren's church is predominantly white. I'm an African American man with a predominantly African American community. So how could I get into my community? And at the time, Tyler Perry was doing these plays.
Yeah.
And so I said, well, maybe I can, write a production. And I wrote a production that dealt with HIV and AIDS only, and how when someone finds out they're HIV positive in the church, we do this gossip thing.
Yeah.
And I make the person who was HIV positive a girl. So therefore, now you have to deal with the fact of, it's not just gay men who are getting HIV. It is everyone of color getting HIV. So I did that, and after that, I ended up telling the congregation that I was HIV positive, and I was received with love. I can't remember any negative comments about it.
Are you still actively involved in the church today?
No, I am not. I left the church 2 years ago.
Why?
You're about to start some mess.
Now, I want to know why, because you were a part of the church service. You were minister of music?
Yes, I was. So this is what happened. My mother passed away, and anyone who has a mother, love your mother. My mother passed away unexpectedly, and it just kind of took a toll on me. So I took a trip to California, and I hung out with some friends. And while I was in the Castro district, which is which is a predominantly
San
gay
Francisco.
district. Yes,
Yeah, okay.
which is a predominantly gay district. I saw this naked white man standing up against the wall, and I was like, "Oh my God, what's going on?"
The nudity was legal at that point. It's now against the law.
Yeah, it is, and that's what they were protesting that day.
Okay.
And so I walked up to him, and I was just like, "Wow, can I take a picture with you?" And I took a picture with him. I had my clothes on. He did not.
Okay.
And so I took the picture. I posted it on Facebook, and I wrote, wow, this man walks around nude and he has the guts to protest.
Gotcha.
Wow, I feel the same way because I protest about HIV and AIDS. So it was just a really good story for me.
The members of the church took it the wrong way?
The members of the church, well, it was the minister of music as well as the pastor who said that it was a nasty picture and it
somebody
was
nude.
Too gay. And so my question was, what was too gay? And they just kept throwing biblical stuff at me like, it's not right for the church and it makes the church look bad. Yeah, wow. It was weird. So I left the church. I left that church and I did
a picture.
Yes, I left that church and I did go to a gay church and predominantly gay. Yes.
Okay. Black.
Yes, okay. African American. And I did go and I just don't really get into religion, period, anymore.
Gotcha.
So.
Well, you haven't found a place where I'm not into religion. I don't go to church. I attend church sporadically. I haven't found a church that I particularly like.
Yeah.
I believe in God.
Oh yes. I'm very spiritual.
I have a problem with the Bible because I know it's been altered and there's a lot of false information, a lot of false scriptures, a lot of false writers. The Bible isn't what it's presented to be. In my opinion, there's a lot of scientific evidence to back this up. But some people believe the Bible is the
gospel.
The gospel, and I know otherwise.
And for some, I don't down them. If that's what they think,
if you love the Bible, love it. I mean, that's like, as far as I'm concerned, it's like liking chocolate cake. I like white cake or vanilla cake, what do they call it these days, or whatever. But some people like chocolate cake. If you love the Bible, run with it, honey. My mother loves the Bible.
Yes.
I'll make sure she enjoys it.
I just don't understand how we can take certain things out of the Bible and use it for our own good, and then we take the rest of it and say, well, no. And then the cliche is, you take what you like, and then you just leave the rest. Oh, okay.
Like we had a smorgasbord at Ryan's Steakhouse or something where you can just go pick what you want to eat. We don't want to eat this. We don't eat this over here.
No, I'll pass.
The black gay community, gossip, hate, envy, jealousy. God. What's wrong with these gay guys?
What do you not like about the gay community?
I came out at 18 years of age.
Mm-hmm.
I moved to Atlanta at 18 years of age in 1989.
Mm-hmm.
And I came with this open heart full of love.
Peace, love.
Peace, love, and happiness. I saw these.
You was the hippie Jesus. Yes.
I was. I saw these black gay guys in Atlanta, and I thought, my God, I'm in heaven. And slowly, one by one, these motherfuckers started. Oh, I hate to say. Slowly, one by one, I was getting stabbed in my back.
Okay.
I was being talked about. I was this loving, caring person who cared about people. I still care about people. I'm still a loving, caring person as far as I'm concerned. But I noticed that the black gay community would take my love and turn it into something else. The gossip, the hate, the lies. I've never heard so many lies. People would just outright lie.
Mm-hmm.
In the gay community. I didn't have this problem with straight folks.
And so where are you at right now? How do you feel about the gay community now?
I just had this incident that happened when I was injured at a restaurant. But people went around and said that, outright lying, saying that drag queens, I had a fight with 5 drag queens. I laugh at this stuff, but it bothers me that people could sit 10,000 miles away from me and lie. Because you don't like me because of my stance on HIV and AIDS or whatever the situation is, you don't like me.
Right.
But I've noticed something. Back in the day, when I was 18, 19, 20 years of age, I was a very quiet person. If you needed me to help you with anything, I was not a vocal individual, but I still had all this hate and envy from within the community. So it bothered me immensely as I got older. I started saying, I started speaking out and being more aggressive about how I felt. Because I felt, how can I say this? However you feel, or however you treat a person in the gay community, we disrespect each other with such a level of hate.
Mm-hmm.
envy and jealousy because you got a new car, because you're in a relationship, because you bought a house. I never forget I bought a house in 1993 and I invited all these friends over for a housewarming party. And only 2 people showed up. I mean, I had all these friends, 20, 30 people. I'm thinking I'm going to have friends. I'm going to get housewarming gifts. And all this. 2 people showed up, had all this food and alcohol. And I remember we sitting there eating that spaghetti. And my friends, the 2 friends who showed up, they own houses too. And they were like, Walter, they jealous. They hate you because you bought this house. It was a split-level ranch. It was nothing spectacular. It was a split-level ranch built in the late 60s.
But for those who don't have it, then they may feel that way. And I understand what you mean by, how people can hate and that's just our community. And that's no.
Is it normal? I mean, what makes these guys have so much jealousy?
Hurt people. And I'm not saying that the gay community is jealous. I'm not saying that. That's not my.
But you do realize that there's a serious problem within our community. Jealousy and hate.
I believe that hate hurt people, and so even in our community, we don't want to look at drag queens. I don't want to hang with the drag queen.
But I've had drag queens for friends.
Right.
Me personally, I love them.
People are people to me. However, in our community, that's not how it is. We base it on. We're very superficial in our community. And when I say superficial, you have to have the right body. You have to have this. You have to have that. There are a level of people like that. But then there are a level of people who say...
Very few, though. But there are some normal... No, because I have some friends that I love with all my heart that I realize that... But then I got... As you age in the gay community, the bitterness, where does it come from?
Because the older you get, the less you are in the gay community. When you're 25 and 30, you're great. Mm-hmm. But when you get 40 and 50, you ain't shit.
But I'm 43. I'll be 50 in just a few more years. I'm happy where I am right now.
You may be happy, but the community don't see you as happy. They see you as an old man. Mm-hmm. And that's even me, being who I am, trying to work in the HIV game. They still see me as, oh, he's old. He's been doing it forever. He really don't know. But I do know.
So age, as you get older within the African American gay community, is a negative.
There are times, yes.
Okay.
Yes. There are times. I'm sorry, people. You're gonna just hate me. I don't care.
The bitterness, because they're so bitter. I find that I have more fun with people under the age of 30. The guys 25 and younger love me. I don't have any issues with those guys.
Yeah.
People my age, so much.
We try and filter everything. As we get older, we try and filter. We got to be a particular way. I think, and this is just me thinking off the top of my brain, mm-hmm. But people who are younger, they don't filter. They will walk around with a purse. They will put lipstick on, and they don't care.
Life. I guess when I look back, when I first moved to Atlanta, when I was under 25 years of age, I enjoyed life more. I didn't care. Mm-hmm. And these guys, they're open, more free, more happy.
They are. But then we still, in the gay community, look at these guys and we say negative things about them. And that's hurting people. Mm-hmm. And I just think that once we heal from our own hurt, then we can love other people.
Gotcha.
And our issue is we still dealing with...
Will we ever heal? How do you heal?
I can just say personally, for me, healing was... loving myself, and that sounds like cliche or something. But what is
Oprah cliche? Love yourself.
Yeah, but
there's some truth.
Oprah, he don't really mean that, girl.
Oprah.
I love you, Oprah.
I love Oprah too, but I think sometimes Oprah can kind of go places that we need. And I like dealing with things realistically.
Okay.
I'm not going to paint no fantasy that if you go out there and do great things in the universe, great things come back to you. Because I've been a great, loving, caring friend to a lot of people.
And what she means by the whole, if you give to the universe will give back. It starts with our thought process, mm-hmm. And to talk about the Bible, I don't hold it in any great strength or regards, but some of the words are very beautiful to me, such as
poetry.
As a man think, that's what he does. If I think a particular way, that's who I become. Mm-hmm. So if we continue to think that this is all that the gay community give me, then that's what it will always give me, because that's all I see. So for me, I tried to change my thought process in the gay community, mm-hmm. not only in the gay community. First, it had to start with me. I'm not a sin. I'm not bad.
Self-love.
And so that was love yourself for me. I don't know what love yourself for you is. I don't know what love yourself for anybody out there is.
Got a question for you. Top, bottom, or verse?
Oh, he's really getting to it today, people.
This is the problem within our community.
Mm-hmm.
Because people are embarrassed in the black gay community
To tell their sexual preference.
to tell their sexual preference. Where is this? What?
Because a bottom guy is viewed as much weaker, a top guy is viewed as the man, and a verse guy is just viewed as confused. and then you have to specify your verse. I'm verse top or verse bottom. You know, and
where does this ignorance come from? Because it's just sex, as far as I'm concerned.
But those who are strictly one or the other, whether it be strictly top or strictly bottom, they're gonna argue, I want to be compatible with my mate.
Gotcha.
And compatibility isn't always sex.
Now, because when I first came out, and I thought about this last night, I was thinking, I don't remember there being so much discussion back in the early 90s, late 80s about whether you are top, bottom, or verse. Now, that seems to be the discussion. As soon as you meet somebody, it's the very first question, are you top, are you bottom, or verse, and the size of your penis? If this is where does this come from?
I think it is, now my opinion is, I think it's the most sickest thing, and I've had discussion groups with guys and girls, but it's mostly guys because girls can't be top, bottom, or verse. Well, yes, they can.
Yeah, they can.
Okay, so anyway, back to my So I think that, with them being top, bottom, or verse, I think now because sex is so easy, you have apps, you have websites, you have all of that. So I need to know quickly what you are so I can get what I need to get and you move on out my way because we're really just looking for sex.
Why are so many guys embarrassed to admit that they like being a bottom?
Because it views them as the weak or the woman. And I could be the biggest man ever and say I'm a bottom and they gonna demean me. Our community will talk about us.
Do you believe do you believe in the total, that there's a person as a total top? Do you believe it? Because I don't believe in total tops. I've had guys approach me and say, "Oh, I'm a total top," but then something else happened when we got in bed. But do you believe? Why do people push this image that may not necessarily be true?
He is kicking my ass today.
But these are truthful questions.
They are. They're really wonderful. I do believe that there may be total tops or total bottoms. Okay. There are some total bottoms who don't want to use their penis. There are some total tops who don't want to use their bottoms. And that's fine. We may never run into them or whatnot. I've run into a whole lot of total bottoms.
Well, I don't mind a total bottom if they got a nice... I like muscular bottoms, I'm not going to lie. But however...
I like thin and light skin, so... At ThunderKellie.com. I'm just kidding.
But when you look at the stigma... Because, see, this is a major problem within our community. Because I've met guys who put this image out that they are something that they're truly not.
But I think, Walter, that's everybody. We want to play this facade like we this, that, and the third, and we really are not. Mm-hmm. But that's just the facade. Again, in the gay community, we go on superficial in the image, and I don't know where they come from. I guess because we've hated ourselves so much.
Is it wrong to admit that you get screwed? That you're a bottom? What is so negative about that?
I don't think it is. If you like penis in your anus area, then I say go for it, Hey, call me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding again.
So, when you hear these guys and they're on these sites and they're saying that they're versatile or they're bottom or they're top, well, I guess the word I'm looking for is where can these guys be? Where can we reach a point where people can be honest about what they do in bed?
What they do? I think
tell the truth and not lie.
There's a certain thing. When I was younger, I can only use myself, and then you're gonna eat me up. When I was younger, I used to feel like I'm a total top dude.
Okay.
I don't like to get back.
So you didn't want anyone to know. Were you getting?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
But then I met someone who taught me how
to do it properly.
Yes,
that you wanted to bottom for.
Yes. that I wanted to buy them. Because thank you for saying that.
I think that's what it all boils down to.
Right. Who are you willing to give it to?
Exactly. Because some guys don't want to give this up unless it's a certain whatever characteristic they feel they will give that to.
And I think it's also sexual consciousness. We come to a point, just like, when you're young, you don't discover your penis until you discover your penis.
Gotcha.
And what it's for. So even when you get older, you change. Your body wants certain things. I know power bottoms can't power bottom when they're 50.
All right. Good question. Now let's go into this very quickly because we have 30 minutes. Size.
Okay.
Black gay community, we black gay men. Everybody claim they got 30 inches of dick down there. What's that about?
I just know, and this is going to be so weird to say what I'm going to say because it'll be recorded for the rest of my life. But little penises and buttocks or anuses or whatever you call it keep falling out and hitting that edge and that side around. That doesn't
Have you
feel
really
good.
been with guys that was that little?
No.
Is size
No, I have not.
Why in this community, in the black gay community, so many black gay guys put so much emphasis on the size of your man's dick? Now, would you end or enter a relationship based upon a person's penis size? Is that so important to you?
Because I don't relationship for me don't equal penises or sex. Okay. Relationship for me equals love.
You got a lot of guys out here looking for they're looking for certain stuff.
Yeah,
is that right? Are these guys making a mistake?
I think they make a yes. Some of them make a mistake because they think they want a relationship and they want to be in love, but they look for the wrong things, such as a penis size or whether they're top or bottom, and they're scared to venture there or discover something within themselves.
They're creating expectations that may not be real
and
realistic.
Yeah, and it's not great for a relationship. You don't get in with somebody because of their sex. Not all the time.
Sex is great. Let's be honest. I think sex is probably what kept me and my partner together for 18 years for long.
No, it wasn't.
It was love, of course. But we had great sex. I'm not gonna lie.
That was the icing on the cake.
That was the icing on the cake.
But the whole matter was the fact that y'all had put certain things together, and y'all mixed all that up. Y'all put it in the oven. It warmed up, and then y'all said, "Okay, let's put the sex on top of it." Now it's really good.
So when
I just went in on that one, y'all. Yes.
So when you have these guys out who are determined to find the biggest penis or the biggest butt, what would you say to these individuals who want a relationship, but they only want a relationship with somebody who has to have 30 inches of penis?
I think they need to self-evaluate themselves. Now, they have to self-evaluate themselves. They have to self-evaluate. And once they self-evaluate, and if that's what they want, that's fine. That's what you want. And if you think you can build a relationship on that, you may want to build a relationship because that person with 30 inches may want a power bottom. And that's what make them work together. I'm going to preach. They may want each other. So that's what might work with them.
Is it realistic to go around?
For me, it's not.
Okay.
But for someone else, it may be just what they want. But for me, hell no.
Yeah.
Because that's not a relationship for me. I'm sorry. I ain't going.
All right. So we're at 33 minutes here. This concludes this last one. I'm sitting here talking with Thunder Kellie. We have a discussion. He's here in Atlanta visiting his brother.
I am.
You live in
Nashville, Tennessee. I will be there until December 2013, and I believe I will be moving to Atlanta, Georgia, or either Oakland, California. I haven't really made up my mind yet. Whoever hires me first, then that's where I go.
Oakland, you ain't gonna.
Please follow me at Thunder Kellie. That's Kellie at Thunder Kellie on Instagram, on what's that other social shit? Twitter, and then Facebook, Thunder Kellie.
Okay, so you're on Facebook, you're on Twitter, on YouTube.
Yes, I'm also on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube. It is Thunder Kellie. I'm always Kellie.
You're an HIV counselor.
I am. If you have any HIV issues, please inbox me, or you can email me at thunderkellie@yahoo.com.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching us today. We're gonna do one more little video.
I hope it's not like we get into a fight or anything.
We're gonna keep it calm. This is part 2. There's gonna be a part 3. Hang around, guys. We'll be back.
Wonder.